entire society is collapsing. The telltale signs of the dollar being devalued. The dollar has been the world reserve currency for as far back as many of us can remember or have ever known. But recently, China, the BRICS nations, they have led the talks of buying oil in the digital yen. So here's the thing. You used to couldn't buy oil unless it was with U.S. dollars. It was the world reserve currency. It was the petrodollar. That was where its value was based. But now there's so much been printed. It's been devalued so much. Well, they're like, we're going to have to keep some value here. So now they're willing to trade in other currencies. Okay, so that means these countries don't have to come to us. They don't have to buy our bonds. Countries are shedding the dollar like nobody's other currencies. We're seeing central banks can just snatch up all the gold that they can. Now, Big John's bringing up a big thing here. The barter is the system he will be using, and a lot of us preppers will be. A lot of you, that's my only alternative that I see for them controlling things. We see it in every story about collapse. We see it and throughout history in collapse. We see it in prison. We see it everywhere. Black markets. So that's the thing we have to, kind of prepare ourselves for. How can you function in this society and still get by and still not be under somebody's thumb? And that's kind of what I'm looking at. Now, I'd say we've never known a time, currently, us as people have never known a time like this. Now, there have been instances where things like this has happened. We have had the time when FDR swapped everybody over to the gold, off the gold standard to the dollar. They outlawed the personal ownership of gold in America. Everybody had to trade in their gold. They made everybody feel like they were unpatriotic if they didn't turn their gold in, which I don't know if that would work right now, because most people, they don't trust any government officials right now. But anyways, they traded them in. Thank you there, Sarah Lou. Thank you for them gifts there. I appreciate you. Y'all give my friend Sarah Lou a follow. But the thing that happened was they got back about half of what they turned in value. So they turned in their gold dollars. They got about half back in what they traded in. They were completely duped. And the price of gold was devalued like that. And thus began the government takeover of your currency, of your life. People didn't realize it. People still don't realize it. Now, thank you there, Papa Joe. We're going to see more and more of these this dollar collapse happening. There was a president from Africa I was recently watching, and he's sitting there in front of the cameras, kind of their version of a national address, talk to the nation. He's like, you're going to regret holding on to the dollar. You need to get rid of your dollars. You need to get out of the dollar as much as you can. So we're seeing that. Now, if you're that person with a lot of cash on you need to be looking at this. Now, a lot of preppers are buying precious metals. You've already bought your gold. You've already bought your silver. But what if they, again, make it illegal to own precious metals? What if they do that? That's something we need to be prepared for. And it's going to come down to probably trade and barter if you want to have anything outside of your government system. And I can guarantee you every area of the world has a trade and barter system. Now, growing up in the South, trade and barter's alive and well. I mean, if you got a coon dog and he's got a 22 rifle, there's liable to be a good trade, depending on who got what you want. You got some chicken eggs over here, somebody's going to trade you some pork for that, some fresh sausage. I can see it very easily happening here, and very quickly people acclimating to it in cities around the world. If you're not used to the barter and trade system, hey, start looking into